Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here. It is a bright, sunny Friday afternoon. It is currently -4 Celsius with a -9 wind chill factor, which is 26 Fahrenheit with a 16-degree wind chill factor. It is definitely warming up. We are supposed to actually reach +1 this afternoon. I will believe it when I see it. We've got double digit plus temperatures coming up. And I'll believe that when I see that too. So today on my Friday Live, I don't have a clue as what I feel like doing today. So I figured what I would do is I would pull my prompt cards and maybe do some. Hey, Sherry, welcome, welcome. Hi, Jan. Welcome, welcome. So, as I was saying, I don't know what I feel like doing today. It's one of those days where I want to do a bazillion and one things, but I'm not settled into one particular thing. So I don't know if I want to do a journal page, if I want to do inchies, if I want to do twinchies, if I want to do ATCs, but I would like to use one of my prompt cards. And if you guys decide call something out, ATC page, whatever, and I will pull something and pull a prompt card, and that's what we'll do today. This way, I'll be as surprised as you are. Ideas, folks? We could do ATCs, we could do tags and ATC. All right. I can do ATCs. Let me just grab the blanks. I've got them here someplace. They're right there. All right. So we're going to do ATCs. I don't know. Let's pull 5. 5 is a nice round number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We will do 5 ATCs, and I will do cards. We got just under 20 inches of snow, Jan. It's melting already, which is a good thing. Deck is clear and dry. So I'm going to flip these cards or flip through these cards, and somebody needs to say stop, and that's the card I'm going to use to decorate these ATCs. Are we ready? My prompt cards have 10 prompts on them, and I will roll the dice to see which prompt we start at. So somebody put in stop. You guys don't want me to stop? You just want me to keep going over and over and over? Stop. Okay, this one. I don't know what's on it. We will find out right away. So, the 10 prompts are ink, blue, edge, book, spatter, paper strips, sign, number, lines, and frame. So I'm going to roll a dice and see which number we start at. If you want to do a prompt along, you can do it on a book page, you could do it on a tag, you could do it on whatever you have handy. I rolled a 6, so we start with paper strips. I'll hold that up so you can see. So we're going to start at number 6, and then we're going to work through the 10, starting with paper strips. All right. So let's see what I have right handy for paper strips. I have a box of papers over here. Let's just grab this one. So what have you guys been up to this week? I've been playing prompt along with Janet and Kel and Becca. Sunny there today? Yeah, it is. I'm so glad it's sunny. Okay, so I'm going to rip this one in half, this one in three, this one also in three, and then I will do them in half. And we will use these as the paper strips. What you working on, Sherry? Hey, Jean. Welcome, welcome. I'm playing. What am I making today? Well, I didn't know what I was making today, so the ladies decided I'm going to do ATCs. And I pulled a prompt card and I rolled a number because it's 1 to 10. So I'm starting on number 6 for paper strips. So I'm going to do 10 prompts on each card. Macro weaving? What's like macrame weaving? Glue. I've got glue. So it's been one of those crazy weeks where the arthritis was not my friend. So I didn't get a lot of anything done. I actually played kitchen Jenga this morning because it had been a while since I managed to get the dishes done. So if you hear a crash upstairs, it's because Ron is making his lunch. It is sunny cold. Yep, it is. It is, it is. So I'm just going to use all the same paper, like from the same piece of paper for the paper strips, because I'll do this as an AT series of 5. Macrame hanging and weaving in out of it. Like a wall hanging or a plant hanger or does sound interesting. I've been appreciating the people who have been making those Mopsy bunnies that I did on Tuesday. Wall hanging? Okay. And what do you weave in and out of it? Ribbon, other strings, different strands? Of course, I'm doing 3 little strips on each or big strips on each because the power of 3 or however that works. Odd numbers. Well, that's okay. If you wanted, you could always watch it on replay. The recipe for it is in the description box, or I have posted it on Meet Your Creativity. Oh, I just threw my glue cap on the floor. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So this is the one I made from when I was doing the live. This one is frazzled. So I've got Mopsy and Frazzled watching over me. So if any of you try that pattern, I would really like feedback to know if the pattern is written so that it's legible for people. Let's do some on this side. Kim, you don't have any on that side. We'll just flip that one around and pretend it's on that side. Right? Right. Oh. She weaved wool. Okay, almost like roving. Those of you that spin. Okay, I need another little paper strip. I'm just going to rip this like that. And just add it. All right, so that was prompt 1, and that was paper strips. Prompt 2 is sign. Well, sign. I guess that could be like a stop sign or yield or, oh, I've got 2 here. You can go back in the box. I think though, what I would like to do, because this is more me than not, is I'm going to do peace signs. I have circles cut out, surprise! And I'm just going to pull, not flowers, I just want plain ones, that I can make peace signs out of. Okay, I'm just going to cut some out of a plain piece of paper, and let's do them in, how about black? And then I can doodle on them, right? So I've just got a piece of black cardstock, and this is a 1-inch punch by Reflections, and I've used it enough that it doesn't always punch clean. We'll put that piece of paper back in the drawer, and we'll put this away. Look at me cleaning up after myself. Who am I? Said it was going to be Flabbergasted Friday. So I have 5 that I'm going to turn into peace signs. So I think what I will do is I am going to use some white paint, because I'll be able to doodle on that better than if I tried cutting these out. Oh, I guess I need some water. Well, I'll do that right away. Is everybody over their colds and stuff there, John? Just want to remind everybody that tomorrow is the Defy auction. They do a monthly auction. There's one. Oh, that's good. That's good that you're all healthy. So far, we are 2. I have a friend coming for a play date tomorrow. She has just started doing journals. So she asked what she was supposed to bring, and I said, nothing. I'm really going to suck her into my world. At least she knows me well enough to know that she's comfortable here, that when I was teaching. She was actually one of my students when I was teaching Meet Your Creativity. So I'm really looking forward to having her come to play tomorrow. It's been a long time. She was supposed to come and play, and then her husband got COVID. And then one of her kids got lice at school. And then, it's just been one of those ongoing wait, hurry up and wait kind of things. So tomorrow is the day. Oh, yeah, I'm going to doodle dots on those in nice colors or whatever. Is anybody playing along with the prompts? We're on prompt number 7, but 2 actually, which is sign. Number 1 was paper strips, and 7 is sign. Yeah, I love play dates. You know that. Oh, I did that one backwards. That's okay. Okay. That's 4. And yeah, I know my glue is open. I dropped the lid on the floor and we have no clue as to where it landed. So I will have to hunt it down after my life. I'm just using a little liner brush and Liquitex Basic Titanium White. All right. Yeah, the vest you're making, Jan. I was looking at the pattern that you posted in Kellyanne's group, and that's a very interesting cable pattern. I'm just going to go quick and get a cup of water. I'll be right back. Take seconds. Here we go. Some brushes I don't mind leaving with paint on them, but liner brushes I do mind. So there. So I have my signs. Oh, good. Now we're going to start. I don't know that they're dry yet. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the prompts in the chat. So we have prompt 1 was paper strips. And 2 was a sign. Oh, did I just make everybody seasick? I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm going to glue these on. Hope I don't smudge the paint too much. I don't know where I want to put it. And it's wet. So how are they handling it now that Fiona's walking, Jan? How I always enjoyed having to kid-proof when the little started walking. And is she still happy to sit in the stroller, or does she want to be off and running when you take her out? That's a busy background on that one. This really kind of gets lost. Let's put it. I don't know where to put it. Let's do that. Let's do this. Oh, those ones are going to be similar. That's okay. There. So signs are done. So now we are on 8, a number. Oh, I like numbers. I just ripped out this strip of numbers because they're kind of fun. So let's put this down here. I've been collecting numbers because I use them on tickets when I make the fake ticket things. Garbage. Put that in the garbage. Oh, okay. So she's keeping you fairly busy. Number 1. Nice. At least you've got this bit of respite before she's actually mobile on her own, where you have to make sure everything is out of her reach. And 8. See, look, see this piece? It's going in my clean the table bin that I add to my bits book now. And I've decided what I'm going to do with that bits book that I'm doing. Let's do this right side up, but let's put it over here. I've really been filling up this bits book that I've been working on cleaning up the bits off my desk. And I always find little bits in amongst the stacks of stuff that I've got because I am trying to clean and thin. So I figured what I'm going to do with this is, because I'm doing it both sides, I'm going to rip out the pages and use them as journal covers or little mini journal covers, because they're going to be fairly sturdy by the time I'm done. And I can doodle on them or put things over them to my heart's content because there's really nothing in there that I definitely want to keep. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep all the bits because I wanted to keep all the bits, but I will definitely not hesitate to chop it up. 1, 8, 4, 9. Oh, let's do 7. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, just snipping up little bits here. All right, you can go up here. 7. Now these numbers will go back in my number bin for when I make tickets. See, I'm cleaning up after myself. Who am I? And those can go in the bin. All right, so we have done paper strips, side, number. Now number 9 is lines. All right. So this is prompt 4. Lines. So what kind of lines do I want to do? How about, since I've got the black, I think I'll just do some black straight lines. Or I've got this white paint. How about, I'm just going to cut off another piece of this playing card here. They're great for making stencils, drawing with, whatever. I'm just going to run it through the paint. And I'm just going to do these kind of lines. Oh, well, that made a mess. The card slid out on me, and I've got it. It's a happy accident. Whee! Okay, there's one with lines. I don't know, can you see? Just doing little lines, little white lines, or big smudged white lines. All's good. It happens. Dee asked me to do an Easter egg hunt for him. I'm just waiting to hear back from him to see when he wants to do that. Meg's away this weekend, and I haven't heard anything from Saunders' side. I think they spend Easter more so with his parents than us. Nice. I haven't made cabbage rolls in forever. I still have rouladen in the freezer though, so I'm not too worried about that. I was thinking of making lentil soup today, but decided on something else. Nice. We haven't done a brunch for a while. We haven't done brunch for a while. I think it's time. Okay, so I've done lines. on each and every card. Oh, number 10 is frame. Okay, so let's think. Frame. What about this hot pink? Does it swear at anything? Nope. Okay, I need 5 frames. Not sure if this is going to work. We'll see what happens. So I have to cut it like this. That's 4. And I guess this one will be 5. Little bits can go. Just doing little frames. Although, oh no, it just said frames, so that's 1. Hey, Kellyanne, hello, hello, hello. I didn't know what I was going to do today, so I decided to do a prompt along, but I'm doing it on ATCs. I asked what I should do it on, if it should be a journal page, tags, whatever, and they chose ATCs. So this is the prompt card I am using. It has 10 prompts on it, and I rolled the dice, and we started at number 6, which is paper strips. So we've done paper strips, a sign, number, and lines so far. So this is what I've got. And because they're ATCs, I'm doing them as a series, so they all have the same paper strips, same signs, same lines, just different backgrounds and places. So I am on, this says number 10, but it's not. It's actually prompt 5 since we started at 6. And it is frames, so I'm just cutting some frames. So I will put down what we have done so far. I am just going to put them as a list. Number 1 was paper strips. I'm just going to put them all down. Fuck. Hmm. Okay, so there's what order we're doing them in. And I am on frame. Kel did the Mopsy bunny, and hers is named Sunny, and she put whiskers and a tail on him. He is so cute. So since I'm doing ATCs, if anybody else is playing along, I said you're welcome. Play on what you have. If you want to do it in a book, fine. If you want to, however you want to do yours. Hi, 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 Sunny Bunny. From Mopsy and Frazzle. Have you finished the Afghan yet, Kel? No, in time. This bit will go in there. I have a bin of bits for my book again. I think that's definitely going to be an ongoing thing. Is Fiona getting chocolate, Jan? Right. So that's 3 frames. These ones are all kind of the same. I've got one. Let's turn this one into a rectangle because I can't have just all squares. How's your weather, Cal? Oh, okay. Have to turn it over. We're getting a bit of a thaw happening, which is good after all the snow we had. No chocolate for Fiona. Yeah, here too. Very cold wind and sunny. She could still hunt for eggs and have a little basket, Jan. What about books? Books are always great. I always did that when my kids were little. Fun book. I remember when my kids were little, or actually, it was even before I had my kids. Our friend's mom, who had 8 children, hi, Pam, welcome, welcome. She had 8 kids, so by the time she had her grandkids, her first grandchild was 3 months old when it was Easter, and she let him taste chocolate for the first time. And of course, then, he didn't want to eat his food or anything because it wasn't, they had a heck of a time getting him back to having healthy stuff. Yeah, that was a great Timu haul. How did that soda thing work? And the toothpaste dispenser. Jan, have you seen the ads for Timo? And have you bought anything from them? I have not yet. I'm trying to be very good. Oh, nice, Jan. I don't think kids can have too many books. But the thing is not duplicating what they have, right? Because if you don't live with them, you never know what their parents or other family members pick up for them. Oh no, wrong way round. Nice, Kellyanne. Yeah, they're new to Canada. I've been seeing ads saying free shipping available, and I've been watching what a lot of ladies have been getting from Timu, like craft supply wise. Got some very nice die cuts, it looks like. All kinds of things. Pam got kitchen stuff and sewing stuff, Pam? Can't remember. I know that you got those couple of kitchen items. Kellyanne got some lovely stamps. Somebody else I know loves their stencils. Okay, so I've done frame. Now, number one, or which is number 6 on our list, is ink. So, ink. Ink. What am I going to do for ink? Gel pens, markers. Let's start by looking to see if I can see the pen cap, the glue cap. Nope. I dropped my glue cap on the floor and it's disappeared. Oh, look, I can do shadow puppets. It's because I don't have the big lights on. My kids would have fun with that. They're too light? Okay. Did you get those from Timu? I can't remember, Cal. So I'm going to use ink. I'm just going to start outlining some of this stuff. That one's still too wet because I put the frame over that big blob of white paint. How do you like the washi tape, Jean? I heard someone else say that it was really thin. Not that that really matters. Oh, no. Well, I'm sure I've got something else that I have to put on here that I can fix that with. Ink. You love your washi tape? Okay. Yeah, Jan, I mean, some of the die cuts I've seen people have got, the ones that look like they're for cutting out doilies, very intricate, and they were like $4. So I'm very tempted to buy, but I'm not tempted to buy. You guys know what I mean? I'm really trying to behave myself. And since I bought those fabulous envelopes, I really don't want to spend. Your doilies are great. Yeah, they look gorgeous. They really do. Really intricate. Oh, wet paint. You know, I could probably put a piece of paper towel on that and mop up some of that. Oh no. It's not that wet. It just looks wet. It's got a shine to it. That's okay. Okay, so I have done ink. I will, of course, add doodly ink to it after when I'm done. Blue. See? Here we go. I can use a blue marker. That's green. It's like a minty green. And you're not stupid. You just see what you like, and that's what it is, right? Like, so this is a studio marker, fine point, permanent. I betcha it's from the dollar store or something. This came with the craft supplies from my neighbor. I'm going to put blue dots on my peace sign, or I'm going to do, oh, I'm supposed to add blue so they'll all get blue dots. And I will do a blue line around the picture frame. There we go. Nice, Jean. But they're much cheaper than Amazon, Jen. I guess I'm gonna have to since I made these prompt cards, and I don't have any signs in my repertoire. So I think I'm gonna have to create some sort of signs, maybe like on a fence post. That's really good to hear, Kel. It's just that I don't need anything. I want it, but I don't need it. You know? But I could very easily go down that rabbit hole, I'm sure. I bought some dies from AliExpress way back, and I was happy with them. I just I spent a couple of days or a day a couple of weeks ago using my dies, cutting out stuff. Have you ever seen me use a die cut on anything I make? Really? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Number 3 is edge. What do we want to edge it with? Do I want to do edges all the way around? Do I want to just do like a corner edge? What do I want to do? That's just it. Seriously, I cut out a whole bunch of little bits. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I really don't. Edge. Ink the edges. I could do that. You're right. I don't have that kind of ink to ink the edges. You know what? I've got this white paint here. Why don't I use the white paint? Oh, look. I've got a big glue thing stuck to it. I'm using white paint because we know I use paint more than I use because it's what I've got. And this is my ink smearer thing. It's a one of those felt foot. Um, You put them under chair stool legs and stuff. So it's a felt foot thing stuck to a wine cork. You know what? I've never inked or done the edges in white like this before. I don't drink wine. My friend who does a lot of thrift shopping is always looking for craft supplies for me. And she brought me a bag of these rubber corks. So I've been using them for all kinds of things. I've got this. I've also got, because my husband does wood turning, I've got wooden handled ones somewhere. I've cleaned this desk, can't find a blessed thing. But I've got wood handled ones. But I was using this because I was smearing paint on envelopes because I watched Janet Nash's thing on making a journal with used envelopes. And because they were so stark white, I decided to use my muck water. That's muck water to color them. See, normally I do this in brown or black, but the white gives it a whole different effect. And that way I'm not wasting white paint. A pill bottle works really good for this too. I've glued them on the bottoms of pill bottles. Just use what you've got, right? I am not a big fan of white and beiges and stuff. They're non-colors to me. But I just happen to have it on the desk. So it is actually turning out pretty nice. I know. I like to use like a burnt sienna to edge with, so it's like a reddy brown. If I have to use a brown, that's my preference. I think this edge needs a little bit more. All right, so I have done the edge. Number 4, which is number 9 for us, is book. Do I want to use a little bit of book page? Do I want to put my little paper books in? What do I want to do? What did I do with my little paper books? I had a jar of them on my desk because I used them, I think, on your prompt, Cal. Your prompt along. Or maybe it was Becca's. Becca had a lot. She had collage twice in her prompt along. That was crazy. How about if I do like a little stack of books? Because I still have lots of little books left. I like the idea of the stack of books. Look, we've got drag glue already. I will look for that cap. Let's use a clean toothpick. These are the little books I had left over after doing the journal for the thrift store. So I'm just going to do little stacks of books. You need to know how I made what, hun? The books? I will gladly show you how I made the books. Just have to put one more down on here and then I will show you how I did it. Books. Okay. So, to do the books, I have, I'll be back one sec. I just have to grab a paper strip. Because you know I don't throw anything out. Okay. I have a bin of strips. I really need to do something with them because I have lots. So I take a paper strip. This is, I don't even know how big. They vary, right? They vary in size because those ones that cut out of a magazine, these blue ones, but these little ones, they all vary in size depending on what I had. So I just chopped off little hunks. And I kind of rounded the corners. Basically, I just chopped them off. Nice, fast, simple. Okay, so you've got these little kind of filled in U shapes. Can you see them? I'll hold them up. They're like little U's with a rounded bottom and a flat top. So then you take a little brush. I'm just going to take that liner brush again. Put it in the white paint. Put the pages in. Just strip. Remember, we just used rectangles for this. Little strips. It's a little bit wetter here. Me and my tedious art, right? Oh, that's a little big. That's okay. It's okay. It's a book. So I did look at my bookshelf to see what kind of shapes books were. When they're standing up, when they're down, lying down kind of things. I like the ones lying down because I like to make the stacks. So then I just use white paint and I go so that you've got the outline for a cover, right? Just gonna let these dry just a sec. Then I just take a black pen. This is just a Bic, what are you? Gel City pen, just a regular Bic, any kind of black pen. I go around the pages with the pen. I do go around the edge with the marker after. And then just a couple of black lines to make it look like there's pages. Can you see that? And then I just take a pair of scissors and I just do a little snip on the end so it looks like it's indented. And that's how I do my books. Yes, no? And then I take my black marker and I go around the edges. Of course, I wait till I've got a whole stack because it just works better. So I do have a bin of someplace, just little rectangles that I have cut waiting to be. Yeah, those ones are on their sides. And then the ones that are standing up, I only do the pages halfway, and then I do a little doodle on the rest of the spine so it looks like it's standing. So then I would have this one maybe on its side. This one could be standing. Just so that it gives an idea of different heights, you know what I mean? And then I just kind of stack them up. Does that make sense? They're just very, very tedious. You have to be in the zone to do them. And then, of course, you do a few little lines at the ends. Very simple. But effective, They work really good for little things like this. I haven't tried them on a larger one. Like I haven't made a big one to see what it looks like because I was doing that journal and every page needed books on it. This worked perfectly for me. And of course, if you did a whole page of them and you scanned them into your computer, then all you would have to do is cut them out. But I don't even use the stuff that I've scanned as a rule, right? I don't know, something wrong with me, guys. This is how I end up with so many Kimbits. There. I've got books to use on these. You could get as intricate as you like, right? Like when I was doing the spines, a little thin piece like that. You just do squiggles. Just make some marks on it. You know? Just so it looks like it's got some writing for the titles. Some of them I did get a little bit more elaborate with. Those ones seem to be all gone. Where I actually had the banding, you know how they've got the Anyway, that's how I make books. Oh, see this one. This one has a little bit more detail. You know what? I'm going to put it on a white piece of paper so you can see it better. See, it's got the little banding. Oh, thanks, Jan. So, books. Okay. Let's finish adding these books. Wow, this is a busy one. Let's put the stack of books in the frame. Let's put the stack of books in the frame. I have to admit, I love doing all these little things. This is what gives me lots of pleasure. And I like making the journals, but I really like doing this little stuff. Strange. Oh, I just smudged paint on the edge. That's okay. Nice, Pam. How many more do you have to do? Five to 10? How long approximately does it take you to do one row? Okay, that one's really wet. Let's move that away because I've stuck my hand in it again. On the second half, yeah. So, Cal, I'll be 15 to 30 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, Cal, I have to be honest that when I do the books, I do them in production line. So I'll have all the little bits snipped. I'll put the paint on all of them. Because if you're just doing one at a time, it'll take forever. This is the kind of thing I take out and do in the greenhouse on a nice day. But I have to admit, I really like these little books. I've used them a few times other than in the journal. I like piling them up 3 to 5 per pile. Maybe that's what I'll do later is make some more books. And let's pile you on this like it's a shelf. Oh, the last one is spatter. Well. Well, well. So you guys having a relaxing day? I know your kids are home, Pam. Has it been a rough week having them home? Or do they get into a routine? All right, so that's book. Let's use this one. Frazzle. Look at how nicely Frazzle cleaned those bits up, guys. Still got a little bit of bits in her, but that's okay. Did the job, cleaned it up. Spatter. What color do I want to spatter? These are pretty wild. Black, I think. Oh, that's good, Pam. Cleaned your house and now you're crafting. Good day. Nice. Nice. Yeah, like I say, I played kitchen Jenga this morning because when I'm in pain, I have a hard time standing and getting the dishes done. So there were a couple of days of not dishes, but the big pots and stuff that you cook in. So yeah, I played kitchen Jenga today. You're working on taxes? I need to do that too. Maybe I'll do that next week. I have to do that next week. I will make a plan and I will do that next week for sure. Okay, should I spatter these with black? Maybe. Maybe. I'll want a clean lid. Black or red? I think I'll do black. I think red would just be even that little bit more busy than it is because these are pretty darn busy. But two, you think. I just did 10 prompts on an ATC. So it could be worse, right? Nice, Jen. Okay, so I'm going to turn this into a spatter by adding some water and using a toothbrush. Didn't clean the toothbrush last time. It's okay. I will move my glasses. I don't see anything else that is crunch if I spatter it. Oh, I'm wearing a yellow shirt with black spatter on it now. Get going. Woo! Go figure. Want some on this corner. Will it go on that corner? No. There we go. And that is a wrap for these. Woo! Yeah, Jean, normally I do it much earlier than I got it done this time around. I don't know what this has been a very strange year mentally for me. Not on the ball with too much, it seems. Oh well. There's very few pieces of clothing that I own that don't have paint on them. So I will show you one by one. The prompts are listed above. We started on with the paper strips and worked through 10 prompts. That was a very busy background to begin with. I like the way the spatter turned out. Thanks, Jan. Cal, seriously, I don't worry about paint on my clothes at all anymore. It's just a fact of life in my life. It was bad though when I worked and I came home and I just needed to deactivate, and I would come down here in my work clothes, and even my work clothes ended up with paint on them, so I had to get new work clothes. That was when it was an issue. This time, all's good. Well, I would like to thank you guys for being here and keeping me company while I did this. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm actually going to pull another 5 cards and another prompt card and do some more ATCs. Or actually, maybe I should finish cleaning so that when my friend comes over to play tomorrow, I have room. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you coming and visiting and keeping me company while I do this. And I hope you have a wonderful today. And I will see you on Sunday because I will be streaming on Sunday. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. Be safe if you're traveling. Thanks again. Bye.